We're going to do a countdown real quick. Today's Nerd Report is hosted by Jeanine. Check her out. She's getting ready.
It's your future. Make it amazing. Discover the power
you?
of a University of
that
Arizona
me?
online.
Yeah, you
degree.
want to turn
With
down your
100+ programs. You'll
your
never
YouTube
settle
window.
for
You don't have to
anything
watch
less
us.
than amazing.
Oh,
Go
I
to
don't? Okay.
online.arizona.edu to apply.
Okay, I didn't
We're
open
gonna
up
do a
YouTube
countdown
yet.
real quick. Today's Nerd Report
Okay, so I
is
should just
hosted
take it off. Okay.
Yeah, take it off.
Okay, so I won't see the chat pretty much.
Oh, no, what you could do,
Make it
as you
amazing.
could probably hear us in
Discover
the back,
power
is that you?
of a University of
Is,
Arizona
me?
online
Yeah,
degree.
lower the
With
volume
100+
on YouTube.
programs. You'll
Your
never
YouTube.
settle for
Yeah,
you
it
can
was-
watch us.
What I was gonna do is
Oh,
I was gonna mute it.
Yeah, mute it.
Mute YouTube, but then I'll keep the I just wanted to see the chat.
Okay,
you know?
so I should just
You
take
got
it
it.
off. Okay.
All right. There might.
Okay,
I
so
don't
I
know if
won't
there's
see
a
the
delay
chat
for
pretty
me
much.
or
Oh,
not.
no, what you could do, as you could probably hear us in the back. There is a delay.
There is.
Is,
Yeah.
lower the volume on
I'm
YouTube.
getting there.
There we go.
Yeah,
You
it
can
was-
watch us.
What I was gonna do is I was gonna mute it.
You got it.
All right.
It's having a great.
There might- I
Everyone's
don't know
having a
if
great
there's a
time
delay
hearing
for
us.
me.
Oh, no,
Really?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
is.
Okay, so
There
just
is. Yeah.
turn off your YouTube
I'm
channel.
getting there. Oh, can you see? Can you see things?
No, not right now.
You can't see my screen.
No, they can't. I could see you.
All right. I muted the video.
It's having a great. Everyone's having a great time hearing us.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so just yeah.
Hello?
Yes, I can. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, can you see? Can you see things? That's awkward. I was trying to mute this thing.
No, it's fine. They can't. And everyone's loving it. That's fine. We're having a great
All right.
time here. Janine's in the
I
house.
muted the video.
It's having a great-
I'm so
having a
excited.
great time hearing us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're still getting an echo. Okay. We'll talk about the Snyder Cut, maybe. Will.
Hello?
Yes, I can. Let's see what we can do.
Even though I haven't seen it. That's
Yeah,
awkward.
we'll talk.
I was trying to
Maybe just mute all your YouTube. It's fine. And everyone's loving it. That's fine. We're having
Mute
a
all
great
the
time here.
YouTube?
Janine's in the or turn down all your YouTube because everything's echoing.
I'm so excited. Oh shoot.
Um,
Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, I turned it. I turned the YouTube. I muted it.
Okay, let's see what
Even though
happens.
I
It's on
haven't seen
delay.
it.
1 second. Maybe just mute all your YouTube. Give it a second because there's on a 4 or 5 second delay. It's
Mute
only
all the YouTube? Really?
Yeah, or turn down all your YouTube because everything's
I'm
echoing.
so excited. Oh shoot.
Um,
Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, I turned it. I turned the YouTube.
I think we're good.
I muted it. Are we good?
Okay, let's see what
Even
happens.
though I
It's on
haven't seen
delay. Oh, it's still on delay. Let's second. Maybe just mute all. No, it's still echoing. Give it a second because there's on.
You know
It's
what?
it's still echoing, and I turned off the volume.
We're good now.
I mean the sound. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
sound.
good now. All right. I think we're good now, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
She said, "Oh, apparently there's still an echo."
No,
Or-
don't mind
no?
them. The echo's
Okay.
gone.
Okay, the echo's gone.
Yeah.
I got you.
The echo's gone.
Okay, so what's the countdown for you?
We are at countdown 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are watching the countdown. Janine's making me nervous.
I am.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, the technical difficulties right here were pretty much on my end, actually. I got to confess. So, yeah, I'm the amateur here. Janine's going to take over here. She's got a few topics for you. So, yeah, welcome her. Vote up there. What do you guys think? I put up a poll. Is Jeanine an awesome host? Option number 1, yes. Option number 2, yes. So go make sure you vote right there. 30 seconds before we go down. You see me okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You could pop up your chat screen if you want.
I don't know how to do that.
Just okay. So once go ahead and put up your monitor and just mute it. I think it's gonna work now.
Yeah, I still don't know what to do.
Okay. Do you know?
I'm sorry.
Is your camera loose?
I'm just using my computer webcam.
Oh, your computer webcam. Okay. So you
Yeah.
wanted to look at the chat. Do you have a phone?
Well, I'm looking at the chat
Okay.
right now.
As long as you could look at the chat, everyone's having a great time.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on YouTube. I see 14 seconds. Is that right?
All right, we're gonna go live right now. We're gonna go live right now. They're gonna see us in three, two. Oh, what this is right here. Let me see where you get this one. Right here. That's where we're gonna stay. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have the co-host extraordinaire Jeanine in the house. What's up?
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here with you, Luis, and with everyone. I just want to thank you, first of all, for letting me come on here into your space. But I'm really happy to just be with everyone.
Yeah, that's great. You've been supporting the channel a lot and stuff like that, and you won. You were eventually going to come in, anyways, because I like to get people in here. But you went the extra mile last week. We had the fundraiser for DV. Look, you know what? YouTube demonetized this channel. I don't care. We did a fundraiser against, to help people who are victims of domestic violence. Okay. I don't know why YouTube makes us censor that. It's not like we're promoting it or anything like that. But you came in there. We had a bid for Nerd Report to come in here to be a co-host, and you won. You were generous enough to win. So I'm gonna have you here as the main host. You're not the co-host. You are the main host now. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. All right. I'll just since this is your first time here on Nerd Report, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and have you, ask you a few questions and then kind of just like push you along with
Sure.
the stuff. Maybe we'll go on for, I don't know, an hour, whatever, half an hour, an hour. I don't know what
Well,
time.
first, I wanted to say, if I could just jump in for a second.
No,
Um,
no, just kidding.
um, Last week when there was with the fundraiser, that was
Yeah,
such a blast. It was such a
it was.
amazing day. I'm so glad I was able to be a part of it. But funny story. Um, I had already, not I'm not bragging or anything. I just donated my share to the to the fundraiser because it's a good cause. And
Yeah.
um, but when I realized that there was a chance I could come on here, I was like, okay, I got to throw my hat in the ring. And I actually like prayed about it, which is so funny. I like
Oh, yeah.
I
Thank
was
you.
really sad last week. Just been kind of going through a few things, and my emotions were like kind of have been all over the place. And I just told God, I was like, it would be really cool. It would make me really happy if I could, co-host with Luis, and and it happened. So
Oh,
that
man.
was cool.
Yeah. Hey, you're welcome. Being sad happens to all of us. I mean, I'm here most of the time and we're like always with smiles on our face and stuff like that. But people, behind the scenes when the camera's not on, we're regular people and stuff. We have issues and we get sad as well and setbacks. So if ever you want to talk about anything like that, and I think it's great because you consider yourself a nerd, right?
I Yeah, I
And
am.
nerds have real issues, and that's
Yeah.
a great a great thing, and to be able to talk to someone that likes nerdy things, right? And also you get told, hey, we have real issues, right? We think of nerds as not having real issues. Well, we do, right? So anytime you want to talk about it, do you want to talk about it? Do you have anything like is it a personal thing? That's fine. We could talk off.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of personal, but there are I'm very like open in general
Yeah.
with people about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But
Well, this is
yeah.
kind of public, so if you want to hold it back,
Yeah.
that's fine. And
Maybe not
Lynn,
today.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, you could reach out privately. Lindsay W. Is now a new member, and I'm gonna.
Woo!
Yeah, we thank you very much, and I want to appreciate Pamela Burns in the
Yeah.
house. Love you, Jeanine. I hope I am so happy you won this. You are a star. She is a star. I can tell.
Oh,
Beautiful smile and stuff like that.
thank you.
Um,
I love you too. I love all of you. All my Telegram friends are coming and trying to support me. That's so sweet.
yeah, I think I'm gonna start a Telegram. So if you want to help me, maybe push that forward in the future.
Sure.
I want to do it because I haven't started one. And I was, you know what? I'm gonna go a little bit give and take today with right now with you.
Sure.
I felt sad last night because our main channel is Nuke the Fridge. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's a website. Um, we've been on Twitter for 15 years. I've been blessed to be part of major movie studios. They've called us to do promotion. I've interviewed Jason Momoa, Keanu Reeves, everyone. I mean,
Wow.
Steven Spielberg uh, is into our website. He complimented it and stuff like that. So I try to get verified on Twitter, and again, the second time, I don't qualify. I don't have I don't meet their criteria, and I'm almost at 20,000 subs, and it's like, you know, it's kind of like no matter how much you accomplish, you can't win, and that's how I felt last night. You know, and did you watch Popcorn Planet this morning?
Yeah, I was
I
there.
was a bit
Yeah.
bitter about everything. You know,
I could tell
yeah,
you were mad about something,
I
but
was mad about that. I was mad about.
yeah.
I'm not happy with people always saying, "Hey, we're gonna correct things." It's like, you know, with the situation with the Alec Baldwin thing. It's like,
Hmm.
yeah, almost it's starting to. What do you think of this? It sounds like, yeah, we're gonna fix it. Don't bother me. Does it sound like that a little bit?
Um, I mean, I might just be like clouded by the aura and charm of Dwayne Rock,
Yeah, he's a good.
The
I
Rock
don't think he meant.
Johnson,
I don't think he
but
meant. I don't think he
I
meant
don't
it.
think he had the intention to be like, oh, just shut up. I just want to say, we're gonna fix it. But I did understand. I understood the anger of why does it have to take for people to die,
Correct.
for you to understand that this is an issue, and Hollywood of all people has have all the money in the world to just like it's not a money issue. I mean, like I've heard before, they spend so much time on lighting and cinematography and all that stuff. They can't just take the extra step to make sure this happened and this was unloaded and blah. But even then, like, I why do you use real guns in the first place? So
Right, especially
it just
when a lot of I'm under the impression that a lot of people in Hollywood are like so anti-guns. It's like, well, you know what? The people that have guns, like a lot of them, they have an excuse for having it, which is self-defense. Whether that's their excuse, agree or not, there's no excuse for a real gun at a fake movie.
no, I
You know what I mean? Like
I,
for make believe thing, it's
mhm.
just, you know, it's weird for me, and I apologize if I offend anyone here and stuff like that. But sometimes, yeah, you know, I people, you know, enjoyed my going unhinged, and I'm
we
glad you did. But yeah, but I was, yeah.
I mean, we were enjoying your rant. I mean, we don't see you like in that fiery spirit a lot,
No, I
but
try not to be. No.
everybody has those days. That's
Yeah,
life. Like everyone has those moments where like I want to rant. Can you just let me rant? Can I just unleash right now? And I think that's healthy. Anger is healthy, and
yeah.
it just depends on, you know, how you express it, but ranting is one way that you can express it healthily. Healthily? That's not a word. But
Healthily, yeah, yeah.
is that a word?
Lindsay has a good point. Hollywood is anti-gun, but Hollywood romanticizes them. You know,
Exactly.
in their
Oh my
films. Yeah,
gosh. Yes. It's a good
yeah.
point.
I mean, it's time to call them out a little bit. I don't really do that because I'm in the industry, but yeah, I try to play nice. But come
Hmm.
on, man. I mean, you know, I used to see a lot of the stuff. We got into some dumb wars, you know, recently, and but if you look at the '90s films in Hollywood, the people who are preaching the anti-war, they were propagandizing that stuff, and
Yes.
you know, so
Yes.
I know people forget, but okay, let's move on to better stuff if we can.
Well, and I just wanted to say, I don't want to dismiss your feelings. Because every time someone talks about their feelings, I want to acknowledge that I'm sorry that you felt that way and that
Mhm.
things get hard sometimes. I always want to try to express that no, I didn't just try to ignore what you just said.
No, no, no,
Um,
absolutely.
I,
You're
I,
doing
I,
great.
I can't understand how you feel because I'm not in your position, but
No.
you are an awesome person, and you're
Oh,
great to
thank you.
talk to and listen to all the time. And people like you a lot. And
Oh,
I
thanks,
wish you
thanks.
the best in everything.
Same to you and everyone in the comments as well. But yeah, so you are into a lot of nerdy stuff. Let's bring up your
Yeah,
first topic, girl. It seems like you're winning. Everyone says you're a good host. Make sure to vote there. We got a poll going on.
thank
Is
you.
Jeanine a good host? What's your first topic? Is it the next thing, or what would you like to
Okay,
do?
yeah, the Latinx thing. Not everyone knows, but I'm Latino, and I hate the Latinx phrase so much. And
Mm-hmm.
I really do. Every time y'all discuss it, I start laughing,
hmm
especially with the Joe Biden meme,
Latinx.
Latinx.
Yeah, he
I
couldn't
like
read it.
Latinx.
He
Just
couldn't. He looked like he was reading and the teleprompter, right? And then when the word
yeah.
came in, he was like, "Wait, is that somebody? Is somebody doing a trick on me?" Latinx. What the hell?
is, is that another term for Kleenex these days? No, but I hate that term. I respect everyone who wants to use it though for
Same here.
for pronoun reasons. I get it. I just don't like it when corporations and people push it on the community because I don't care for it. I don't think everyone needs to be forced to say that term.
Do you speak
Um,
Spanish by any chance?
I do. Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
then let me ask you a question because it's the thing about the O being masculine and the A being feminine
Right.
in English. But we're not talking about English. We're talking about
Exactly.
Spanish. Let me ask you a
Exactly.
question. When you're saying, could you please say in Spanish for me, people? Sorry, person.
Person, persona.
That's female.
Exactly.
But if you're speaking English, it's an A. So does it
Right.
mean female?
No.
No.
No, it doesn't. It just
It's
means person.
yeah. It's persona. It means
Yeah.
person.
Persona. Yeah.
It's neither masculine or feminine.
Exactly.
Am I gonna get pissed as a guy? No, because
No.
it
No.
doesn't mean that. So yeah, it's just very very weird and frustrating when non-Spanish speakers are like trying to change a language. That's the way
Exactly.
I feel, and not listening to the rants,
It
right?
it it kind of feels like you're kind of like barging in on my culture, and
Correct.
I feel like that it's not invited. Like, yes, you can take part of my culture, but you don't have to change that. It's just that's ours, and we're okay with it for the most
hmm
part. But like I said, I respect whoever wants to use it. That's
Correct.
fine.
And I want to be clear because you hit the nail on the head. Because I want to, if someone says they're Latinx, that's fine. But we're getting like we're celebrating Latinx History Month. Now you're
Exactly.
calling me that. That's
Hmm.
where I have a problem.
Yeah, that's how why I felt like they just took it and ran with it, and they try to make it okay. This is what we're doing when most Latinos are not.
hmm
They're okay with it. I call myself Latino or Latina, Hispanic. I don't see it as a masculine or feminine or whatever. It's just that's just how I am. But
Rex a
and
million says is saying right here, Janine is adorable, amazing host. Yes, she is. She's gonna take over my job here pretty soon. But
no.
make sure to vote. Make sure to go ahead and vote. What you think of her is Janine a great host? Yes or yes? I picked yes already. So make sure to vote. So far, yes is winning by 97%.
That's really nice.
There you go. No fixture at
Yeah.
all. So yeah, I get that. Let me see what Greta is saying. That's what gets me. White English speakers are pushing the Latinx. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
crazy. And then they're saying it's a Spanish word. It's like, dude, you can't pronounce that word in Spanish.
You I know you can.
Why
It's
would you
literally
do that? Why would they do
it's
that word?
literally Latin X,
Yeah.
or if they try to say it, it'll be Latin X,
Oh
right?
yeah. It's
Latin X.
yeah. No, it's weird. It's
It's
weird.
weird, man.
It's
It's
weird.
weird.
Also, the weirdest part is when you get the big corporations. They're like using the word. You get literally hundreds of thousands of people saying that's not a word or we don't like it,
I
and they
know,
still use
and
it.
they still use it. And
It's
they
so
still use
weird.
it.
It's such a slap in the face. It's such a slap
I
in the
know.
face. Um,
I cringe every time I read that online. I'm like, I just say Latin. I mean, if that's
yeah.
if that's very gender neutral for you, just use that. I mean, the X I don't care for. So
Plus, it's kind of weird that like if you think the O is masculine, how offended you get because you get called. A, I mean, if they call me a woman, I wouldn't be offended. It's fine. It's okay. It's not a bad
we
thing.
all came from a woman. So
Yeah, we are. Yeah, honestly, you're right. We should all end with an A. You know what I mean? Ah.
I'm I'm okay with whatever.
Yeah.
It's like whatever.
All right.
I just feel like don't force everyone to use it. You know,
Correct. Correct.
if
It's
some
just
people like it, it's cool. If others don't like it, then don't force it.
yeah, it's crazy because Variety had an article how Latinx, that's the way they worded it, is
Yeah.
they're being shunned on TV. There's not enough representation of them.
Well, I think I
Uh,
saw that headline.
yeah,
Yeah.
so my response was like, you know what else doesn't get represented? What we want to be called.
Exactly.
And then
You
you had
can't even get that right.
yeah, we had a million people saying they don't want the word, but guess what Variety did? Nothing. And
hmm
then we had some people going, "You guys are too focused on the word Latinx and not the message that there's racism against Latinos on in Hollywood." And it's like, well, I responded to it. I'm like, you know how easy it is to edit out that X on your article? It's really easy to do that.
Yep.
But we're not gonna bend. And I want to. I know most people here aren't Latino and stuff, but I want to appreciate you guys for listening and stuff.
Yes.
Because
Thank
I've
you for
seen,
listening.
yeah, thanks for listening. Because there's things in people's cultures, and I appreciate there's non Spanish people or Latino people actually coming to our defense. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that. Thank you for that.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's just like I said, I respect whoever wants to use it, but it just feels like you're kind of barging in our culture and claiming something that we never
Wow. Yeah.
asked,
Yeah, and
So
Janine, you know what? Your hosting skills are too good, and I'm starting to feel that, yeah, my job is in danger, ladies and gentlemen.
no, no, I don't even have a YouTube channel
Oh,
yet.
oh, don't
Yet.
give her any idea.
But
Don't say yet.
and I've been kind of like maybe thinking about it, but I don't have any equipment or anything to do
Well,
that. So
you look fine from here. You know.
yeah.
Any
But
last words you want to say about that topic, and before we go to the next one?
no, I just, I think I said what I had to say.
We have a lot of great comments. Pamela says Janine is a warrior.
Thank you.
I agree. I agree. She's doing a great job. 98% of the people say you're a great host.
That's very
So
sweet.
that's very sweet of them. I don't know how many
do,
people voted already because
do you normally like to be called Louis or Luis?
I say Luis all the time. But
Louis,
hey,
okay.
call me Luis if you want.
Okay.
Call me in
Every,
time for dinner.
every time I see your name, I want to say with the Spanish
Yeah,
way to say
I
it because my dad is Jose Luis. So Jose Luis, I'm sorry, Jose Luis. And
yeah,
so I just want to say Luis and not
that's
Louis.
fine.
But I will say Louis if that,
I don't get offended with any of that. No, no. Okay, let me go. Go, Janine. Oh my God, look at all these people. They're
Y'all are
coming in.
so nice.
Well, I don't know. I feel threatened. I
No,
feel.
no.
I'm just
I'm
messing.
supposed to be building you up,
No,
don't feel
this is
bad.
your channel.
No, it's
You know
not.
I'm kidding, right? I don't feel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad to have you on here and bring a smile to your face
Oh,
and
and
everything.
same
And
to you,
yeah, thank you. You do. And I
Yeah.
want to, thank you again for considering the charity and stuff. And it's look, it's no secret. Things are hard right now.
Oh yeah.
Inflation's off the hook, and for people to be so generous as to put stuff there and put money in the charity last week, that was amazing.
That
But
was
let's move on to our next topic.
okay.
What would you do? You have anything or?
Oh, well, I know you mentioned this morning
Yeah.
about Night at the Roxbury, and
Oh!
and
Dun, dun,
I
dun,
just
dun,
thought,
dun,
yo,
dun,
I'm
dun,
not
dun,
even
dun.
joking
Can we
with
go on
you.
sequence with this? Go
Oh
this
my
way?
gosh. Wait, is it? Am I
No, no,
doing
the
it
other way.
right?
The other way. The other way. All
Okay.
right.
Huh?
Dun.
no. Dad, I mean, I
What
broke the
is
window
love?
again. I broke the
Baby,
window
don't hurt
again.
me.
Dad's gonna be so pissed.
Hey, you want some of this? You want some of this? You want some of
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. um it's so funny because I just remember it's just ironic because I literally was watching that movie during lunch. And so when you mentioned that, I was like, wow, that's hilarious.
Janine, real quick, I got something. Um, Emilio!
Yes. Honestly, though, I think that's my favorite quote of the movie because you can't forget that. He's like, and he tips his hat, and who do you think that guy was?
Emilio
Emilio
Estevez.
Estevez.
Yeah, I was
I was
there. Yeah, I
there. I
was
was
there.
there. I'm
Yeah.
telling the truth. Emilio.
You know, Lindsay's saying that we need the music, and I agree
Yeah,
for us to
we
do.
do. Yeah,
Unfortunately, YouTube does not let us play music,
I know. You would get hit with
and
copyright
yeah, and I love
issues.
music. I love music.
I do
And
too.
yeah, I would love to. My dream. I mean, we could use guys if you and gals if you ever have a chance, follow Nerd Report on Twitch. We could play music over there. Twitch. It's another, usually for gaming, but they're a little bit more lenient with music. So twitch.com/nerd report. Head over there and sub if you can ever. But yeah, I love playing music. What was I going to say? The thing about Night at the Roxbury is that I knew people like that when I used to go
Really?
out.
In the
Yeah.
in the 90s or just like any time
Late
period?
90s. Late 90s,
Late
yeah.
90s.
There was actually a Roxbury club in Hollywood
Really?
on Sunset, yes. And it was the name was changed after the movie came out.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, and I know people like guys that would have ideas for clubs, like crazy
Yeah.
ideas, and they
Uh-huh.
acted just like him. And then the pickup lines that were
Mhm.
like, guys that thought they were cool,
Yeah.
and they were nice guys. They're not like the brothers. They're just trying to pick up on girls, like
Yeah.
because they bumped into Emilio Estevez, and then the hot girls not paying attention to them. It's just part of the
Mhm.
game and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I can relate to that. What's your
Yeah.
favorite part of the movie? The music or the acting or the?
I mean, I like so much of it. I mean, I really like the actors Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell. They have such great chemistry together. I mean, their comedic skills, it's so funny, and they both were on SNL, and I love SNL. And
Yeah.
like Andy, I know it's not always great, but I can't stop watching that show. But then
What
you
the
have
hell? What the hell? Like no sequel?
of the movie.
Yeah.
It's not a movie that I was expecting a sequel from, but I
Okay.
mean, I guess it would have been cool.
Yeah.
Like
What were you gonna say? You said something about it. Sorry, I interrupted
oh,
you.
I was gonna say that Molly Shannon is in the movie playing the I forgot her name. I don't know. She's the one that was trying to marry one of the brothers,
Uh huh.
and she was like really annoying or whatever. I'm sorry, I can't. I know.
She was
Duh.
like one of the. Yeah, she was a sister. Like, yeah, she was trying to. She's from SNL.
Yeah, yeah, she was
Yeah,
on
she's a.
SNL too.
Uh huh.
Also funny. And I just like a lot of the direction. I love the '90s fashion. Even though like they're men, like they had some cool clothes. I would wear that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would wear that.
Someone said my audio's low. I bumped it up a little bit. Maybe it's better right now. Via the. Oops. Damn, my Squid Game guy that fell. Have you seen Squid Game?
No, I haven't. I I'm kind of behind on
I
some
got this
things.
mini action figure from the movie. Yeah,
Cool.
let me know about the sound. I see some people said that my audio is a little low. Yeah, sorry about that if it is.
No,
Oh, we
I
got
mean
another super chat.
I hear you pretty good, but I don't know about them.
Yeah, I think you should hear me good, but the output to the thing.
Yeah.
Super chat. All right.
Oh yeah.
Pamela Bruns with the super chat. We need a Tiger King cast redo of Night at the Roxbury. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I work with several studios especially when they do like home releases and stuff, and one of them that I work with a lot is Paramount Pictures, and
Oh, okay.
I was talking to one of the reps once. We were just hanging out, and I forgot that they own Night at the Roxbury, and I told him, "Hey, have you guys released that?" And he goes, "Oh no, let me put in a note." But this was like a year ago, and I haven't seen anything uh, from that. So there's no 4K. There's no 4K Night at the Roxbury, which is a shame because as the media starts to get phased out, are we gonna get one? I mean, I want it on 4K. That movie was hilarious.
It was hilarious. I
Yeah,
mean, it's so. I mean, it's so bad. It's funny. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like it's just it's so. It's one of those really like trashy comedies. It's funny to me.
yeah. I didn't
You
think
know.
it was that raunchy though. Did you?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't because like I normally don't watch raunchy comedies.
Uh huh.
That one to me was like it wasn't much in there. Like I think it was it was a really good amount of funny, and just a little bit raunchy, but not too much. So
Yeah.
I enjoy. I love that movie. I mean, it's hilarious to me.
Yeah, guys.
And
Hey, don't forget to hit the notification bell if you have not done so yet. Please subscribe to the channel or become a
yes,
member. That'd be amazing. So, any other last words on Night at the Roxbury? I mean, I want more, so that's why I want a sequel. But maybe you're right. The sequel ain't gonna happen. I think the cast members are way too separated. They're too
well,
yeah,
one thing that I'm a little sad about is because I mean we know that Will Ferrell has a big career. You know,
yeah.
he was really funny on SNL, and it was hilarious in Elf. I watched Elf when I was 12, and I love that movie. Um, he has a big career, but Chris didn't have the same level
No,
of success.
no,
And to me, like, I mean, that movie, it wouldn't be the same without Chris,
no.
playing that role. Cause and honestly, like, he was just this short, cute guy, and he's funny, and it's like you should have done so many things, but from what I've heard, he had some mobility issues that caused
Mm.
him to not be able to have the career that he
You know,
probably deserved.
I did like sometimes like real quick. Let's go here with Pamela, and then we'll get into that.
Okay.
Super chat.
So if you want to interrupt our conversation in super chat, we'll do that. Pamela Bruns says, "Smash that like button for the dynamic duel." That's us. I guess you're Batman and I'm Robin. All right, there we go with that. I can
Okay,
live with
that's
that.
cool.
I'm good with that. I'm
I'm
good with
good.
that.
I'm good with that.
Nerd Girl Jean, how you doing? And hi
Hey
everyone that's
everyone.
been in here. You have a lot of fan base. Um, I'm getting scared of my job. Damn it. Uh, okay, so what was I going to say? Yes. So we never know where the careers are going to go to, right? And I
Yeah.
did remember seeing a video on YouTube about the same topic because I was trying to wonder what the hell happened to this thing because I thought it would be a franchise. I thought Night at the Roxbury would become a franchise, honestly. And I was like, that's one thing that's great about YouTube. You could find some really talented people create like some like documentaries about like anything that
Mhm.
you remember as a kid or whatever that, and you'll find like detailed documentaries, like well done documentaries, where you'll learn all this stuff and they're like, whoa, really? Wow. Um, and stuff. Have you been into YouTube for a long time or not?
I've been watching YouTube since I was a teenager. Yeah,
Mm.
it's been since probably 2006,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. So a long time.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I barely started. Well, I got into it like about 5 years ago, but it's very informative and stuff like that. So that's very good. Any other words you want to put in there for the rocks? Not at the Roxbury. You like their clothes?
Yeah,
Um,
I love the fashion. I love the
I
music.
do.
This is your night. Be into
Till
the
the
morning
morning
light.
light.
I love it. I love it. And
You have a
just
good
the
voice. You should.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I like the bond between the brothers. I like the wedding scene when when Doug comes in and he's holding the boom box up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's like, they're apologizing and making up, and he's like, "You complete me," and and the other brother's like, "Shut up, shut up, you
So
had me at
good.
hello."
So good.
So funny. It's just and having Jennifer Coolidge at the end too. I was watching it today and realizing that's not her real voice. You know, the Legally Blonde voice that she puts on, that's not
Oh.
her. I'm guessing that's not her real voice. That's just like something that she puts on. Cuz
So,
she was talking normal in the movie. Like well, I don't want to say normal, but just not
casual.
like yeah, just casual. And so
Yeah.
I don't know. I may be wrong, but I
Well, you'd be
noticed that.
surprised because the actors they get, and sometimes with comedians, the director will be like, okay, this is the character we're making your own, because there's so some directors have so much confidence in the actors that they'll actually be like, okay, this is the outline of what the character's doing, but you create the character.
Hmm.
What is this character? And then they'll go ahead and use the voice or not. Uh,
Right.
so let me see if I can get this right. Welcome, new member.
Woo!
Judy B is a new member right here, as Jeanine is the host here on Nerd Report. So yeah, new Nerd Trooper. We could never have enough Nerd Troopers. A lot of members in today. I'm very humbled and thank you very much. More coffee, more black Cuban coffee. That's what I want. And
Yeah.
stuff. And we're having a poll. Jeanine, is she an amazing host? Uh, there's two options: yes, and then yes. So far, yes is winning. So make sure to vote there, so we could see what happens by the end of this broadcast. And look, I don't think it's going to be the end. I think we're going to have her back due to popular demand, honestly, and stuff. And like she's going to be a big competition to me. And you know what the Godfather says: have your friends close and your enemies closer.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but
No, I know. I'm
that's
just
very
messing.
sweet of you.
I'm playing. Oh,
I will come back anytime. I'll
I
be
gotta.
the Doug to your
I,
man, I don't remember Will Ferrell's name in the movie. That makes me mad.
yeah,
That's bad.
I gotta address something. We got like
Okay.
50. I'm playing with you. We're just having a good time. Keep your enemies closer.
No, I
Earlier,
know.
earlier today, I'm letting the people know because this is so dumb. Earlier today, when I had the Nerd Report stream at 12, um, I'm bullshitting. Having a good time, like saying, we're getting the support. We're getting the support for the channel with members and stuff, and the equipment's like thousands of dollars I've invested here, and everything goes back into the studio pretty much, right? Lights, whatnot, better quality. So as people are joining, I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. And as a joke, I go, I'm super humbled and I mean it. And as a joke, I go, Mom, I'm in the basement. I'm not in the fucking basement. Get out of here, right? But I'm playing around. I'm like, Mom, king. I made it. I have a X amount of members. I'm playing. I go into my chat later, comments. Some guy's like, "Oh, really? All I learned from your channel is this: one, you live with your mom, and two, people actually pay you for this." Oh my god, how stupid could you be? The guy thought I was being serious. Like, bro, really? Like, how stupid could you be? And the problem is, on this, that's why, there's probably going to be someone going, man, Jeanine was a great host and you're calling her an enemy. It's like, dude, you're stupid. I'm playing. That's what I'm saying. People take everything so serious. It's like, and the real danger is that these people think they're smart. When dumb people think they're smart, that's when it's game over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ran with it. He ran with it. Like, you live in your basement. That's all I learned. It's like, bro, get out.
I think some people they just like they get off of putting other people down.
Mm-hmm.
I think instead of just spouting something positive, they'll just bring out something negative, and it's like, why are you taking that so seriously? Like, you
Mm-hmm.
should just be celebrating like what a good time we were having. Instead, you're just saying this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think some people aren't really that dumb. I just think that they want to pick on other people because they're miserable with their own lives.
So
Maybe,
it's like if there's people supporting, I want to celebrate the community growing. I'm not
yeah,
gonna be like, thank you, Judy B, for becoming the latest member here on Nerd Report. We want to take this moment to thank everyone who has subscribed. No, that's not me. I say, yeah, we got subscribers. This community is growing. We're gonna take over the planet. We're gonna have Jeanine here all the time. That's
exactly.
what we want to do. We're not gonna do the boring.
Right. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, if you if you just don't have anything nice to say, then maybe you shouldn't say it.
And I want to tell there's people supporting in the comments. I'm a little older. I've gone through this before. It bugs when you're younger and you don't have the experience of what the game is about, but it doesn't really bother me. I just like there's a lot of dumb people out there, and I'm going to tell you, don't take them serious. Don't take the negative serious. Just brush it off. Half the time, you're just doing what they wish they could, right? So,
I'm just gonna be straight with you. I think that's one reason why I've never wanted to have this kind of platform like you and Andy and Steph
mhm,
and so many because I don't I get really into my feelings with criticism online. Like
mhm.
when it comes to people who don't know me. Like with Reddit, I've had people really like just offend me and
You're
I
on
would
Reddit.
yeah, and I would just delete my comments or delete my posts
Let's talk
because
about that a little bit because I want to
pe-
ask you about Reddit. Let's get.
people were so mean and I was just like or maybe their criticism was just too rough for me to handle and so I would just like, you know what, instead of arguing, I just delete it. And other people would be like, why do you delete it? Like that's don't do that. But
Well, let me ask you about that a little bit. Let me celebrate a new member.
Welcome, new member.
woohoo!
Carrie Combs Masson, thank you very much for becoming a nerd trooper, an imperial nerd trooper. That's what we want from Star Wars. So Reddit. So people get personal on Reddit, right? I didn't know that.
Yes, yes. I'm sorry, were you gonna say something else?
No, I'm curious about Reddit because back in the
Okay.
day, Reddit used to be a good. I just stopped using it.
Well, I have a story. I have a really story for you. Okay, so I know you don't watch Riverdale.
No, but I do know about it. It's on CW.
Yes. It's a popular show, obviously. I've been watching from the very beginning. I love Riverdale.
Yeah.
I have a complicated relationship with it because I feel like I'm constantly complaining about it more than enjoying it. I think most fans have like a love-hate relationship to that show. Like we hate how much we still watch it, but we just can't.
It's
We
a
can't.
hate watch, like
It's a
Star
hate
Wars.
watch. Yeah, it's a toxic relationship. But anyways, I had to get off of I had to detach myself from the Riverdale Reddit earlier this year because and I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Um, I saw so much over the years, so much bashing of a female character who has made me feel seen, which is Veronica Lodge. The fact that she's Latino and in the comics she wasn't, but they made her and be that they wrote her as Latino for the show.
Yeah.
I love that character so much
Hmm.
and it's one of those things where I didn't see people I didn't see a lot of Latinos on TV. I know nowadays there's a little bit more, but I feel so seen, having an empowered character like that. And the fact that like so many people on Reddit just hate her guts for some reason. And they'll bash her and bash her and bash her and compare her to the blonde best friend, the girl next door, Betty. Um, of I feel like it was just a different standard.
Yeah.
And for me, I just got tired of it. Like I would just try to defend her and I would try to speak positive about her on Reddit. Um, but people would just get really, really ugly. And it started to really mess with me. Because even though I probably shouldn't be taking things personally, I just feel like sometimes you really identify with certain characters.
Yeah.
If you love them that much, it's like it hurts you when people just constantly, bash them and trash them. And so I just had to detach myself from that space. And
What is the name of the
I
character?
Veronica Lodge.
I'm looking.
Yes. So I mean,
Holy cow, she's hot. Sorry.
she's very beautiful,
Yeah.
and she's a very empowered character
Okay.
that's had a great arc on the show, but a lot of people hate her guts, and I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
I just couldn't because people would get so nasty, and this there wouldn't be the same treatment for her blonde best friend. Um, and I just
We
felt
have a saying about that.
I felt
You know what
bad.
it is?
No.
F them. Oh.
I was actually waiting on this like Hispanic proverb. I was like, ooh,
No, it could be Hispanic too.
un
It could be
dicho, okay, me
Hispanic.
vas a decir un dicho, okay, tengo que oír, okay, no, no. Never
Oh, we
mind.
got a special guest here for you. Where
Oh,
is? What do we? Do we? Oh no, I don't see it. Okay, well, hold on. Special guest. Someone wants to. I don't know if you met this person already, but we'll see right here.
if it's Andy, then yes. Andy! Hey!
Oh!
Hey! Oh my gosh! What the best episode of Nerd Report ever, Lewis? You better be nervous.
Oh, I am, dude. We're taking a vote right now. Like, is Jeanine a good host? Amazing host? Option number 1 is yes, and option number 2 is yes with an exclamation point, and she's winning big time. So we're gonna get her. She's great, man.
Fantastic.
She was trying to pretend she's shy or something off the screen. I noticed that. She's like one of those people that play pool, like when you challenge them and they're like, "Oh, I don't know how to play," and then she kicks her ass on the pool table.
Yeah,
What do you call that? There's a name for that.
Hustler.
A hustler. She's a hustlet. Huh?
Good,
She's
good.
a podcasting hustler. We're just having a good time, I think. Several topics and stuff. And there, Andy, thanks for coming in here, man. We're having a great time, and
Well, I just wanted to support you and thank her for donating and being there because
yeah.
that's can't be there, and so I'm so glad she got to come in and kick ass. And I don't want to overstay, but I'm just here. But if she has any questions, she can. I can't stay too long, but did she have anything else she wanted to do, or can I do for her anything as a host, Jeanine? What are you thoughts, questions?
I mean, I love you. I love your channel. I love Lewis and Steph, and I'm just happy to be along for the ride and become friends with y'all. And this is fun. I don't really have much to ask you, but thanks for coming by and supporting.
Of course, thank you. I like the you got that good headset going and everything. Yeah, nice backdrop. Lewis, I'm telling you, get nervous.
This is like a
I'm
$10.
sorry, dude. I'm gonna change my pants in a bit after the broadcast is over. I already told her that I'm like the Godfather, man. I mean, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So yeah, I don't know, Jeanine, we're gonna get real close pretty soon. I'm just kidding.
Whoa! All right. On that note,
dude, I was talking to her earlier because about this earlier. I don't know if you were listening, but we've had overwhelming support today, and I want to thank you, Andy, because I know a lot of people were coming from Popcorn Planet, and I jokingly started, hey, we're getting all the support, and I go, Mom, and I pretended I was in my basement. We made it, and then I get a comment, some weirdo comments like, oh, so all I learned from your channel here is that 1, you live in your basement, and 2, people pay you for this?
he's so jealous. He's like, I live in my basement. Nobody cares what I think.
It's like, dude, isn't the nerd thing that you live in your mom's basement? So that's what I was playing off. Jesus, where these people?
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to make jokes, Lewis. Screw you. You're totally wrong.
I mean, Pete Davidson lived in his mom's basement, and he's doing pretty good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like Dad died in 9/11 and stuff. Way to bring it down, Jeanine. Jeez.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Let's go here.
No,
real
I
quick.
was just being mean. I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, no, he did live in there for. Well, I think it's because he broke up with Ariana Grande. Yeah, I don't feel bad for Pete Davidson at all.
No,
Like,
but I'm saying he's
like
doing
the
well
old
for
kid.
himself.
Oh yeah, isn't he with like Nicole Kidman now or something? There's like something. He's got.
He's possibly
somebody else.
dating Kim Kardashian. Possibly.
Oh, that's right. It's Kim Kardashian now. My God, what a jerk. He's just like, who can I date now that has rich and hot? Everybody wants me.
Let's get this super chat in there. Kathy Gonzalez, thank you very much for the super chat, $10. Very generous of you. Doing that keeps us going. I want to start a channel. The negativity scares me, though. I guess I'm putting in the though. I will try and start one because I like to educate and talk with people. Lewis, can you give me some tips? Yeah. Well, Andy fell off here. What the hell happened?
No, I'm here. Just
Okay.
turn off the
Oh, okay. So, I would say just, I tell everyone, is prepare to be disappointed because, like, the videos, if I try to make a really good video, no one watches them. It takes a very long time. Just, if you have the patience, look, I'm not good to ask advice on YouTube channels because, quite frankly, like, I don't feel I'm good at YouTube channeling. But I will say this. When people look at you and they criticize you for dumb stuff or stuff that's out of your control or personal attacks, blow it off. That means they're jealous. 100%. Just blow that off. That's the biggest tip I could give you. Yeah. But yeah, there's no combination. There's no combination of successful channel that I know of. Maybe the most is persistence is the key. But hopefully that helps you, Kathy, and I think thanks for the super chat there as well.
Well said.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's all I could offer right there. Let me see what else we got here. We got another super chat. Let's get this over here.
Super chat.
They're all here for Jeanine with the super chats. So there you go. Jeanine, I think this is one for you. You're doing great. Nerd Report, my favorite.
Nerd Report, my favorite.
Thank you.
Alicia K.
Nerd Report, my favorite.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Thanks for the continued support here. We're having a great time. What's the date today? Is today Thursday? Thursday evening. There we go. Any idea what we have coming up tomorrow, Andy, or no?
Not yet. I'm gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick. Whatever the show. Sorry, hold on. Go back. I'm just packing, and it's gonna be quick, whatever it is. But I have about an hour from 12 to 1. So, but in the morning I'll be prepping stuff. But I'm trying to, since we're leaving tomorrow after the show, I'm trying to get everything else ready so I can do my work tomorrow, post things, and be gone. But I don't know if anybody has suggestions. Let me know.
Well, next Thursday, my birthday stream. Jeanine, if you want to come on in.
Oh, it's Thursday now? Thursday's good. I'm around Thursday.
Yeah, I'm doing it so you're around and stuff like that. So
Thursday night's good. I'm around Thursday night. I'm around. I'm home alone Wednesday through Friday, so I'll be bored. So perfect.
Yeah, if you give me any ideas what I should do, maybe to entertain people, let me know. Maybe outside of movie talk, Jeanine, if you have any ideas, Andy. Steph,
or we could do a pre-stream on mine to send people you, and they can touch. We can do a cash app to you, whatever you want to do, my man.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good, man. Just want to have a lot of people in here. Hey, I would love to get to 20K, but let's see. I don't know if we're gonna make it, but 20K would be amazing. That would be really, really good. Jeanine, okay, so we're on Reddit. What is your next topic? Do you have one or?
Oh, well, I wanted to talk about Batman.
Let's talk about Batman.
Yeah, you brought this up earlier.
The Dark Knight.
And I remember the Twilight conversation, and I was a teenager when the movies came out, and like a
Which
lot of
ones?
all of them.
The
Well,
Dark
no,
Knight.
oh man, no, I'm talking about Twilight. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
How did I get Twilight and Batman at the same time?
Because Robert Pattinson's
Yeah,
playing Batman,
that's why.
He's
Okay,
both, exactly.
yeah.
and
um,
vampires are kind of like bats, Batman. So
I got it. I got
yeah,
the connection now. I forgot. Yeah, I was always Team Edward as a
yeah.
teenager.
Okay.
Looking back though, like recently a few months ago I read the graphic novel for the first book, and I was like, I don't like this as much as I did back then. But I kind of have like a neutral relationship to Twilight. It's like I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. It's like if somebody wants to watch it with me, I'll watch it, but I don't find it as fascinating as I did when I was a teenager. But anyways, to go back to Robert Pattinson, I'm actually really excited about his portrayal. I'm really rooting for him. I think the trailer looked fantastic. Obviously, I couldn't recognize Colin Farrell.
He
I
looks
mean,
great.
the the the, the prosthetics or whatever they did to him, it looks awesome. Paul Dano or Dano,
Paul
playing
Dano. Yeah.
Dano. He's playing the Riddler, right? The Riddler.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
A fantastic actor. I mean, I've seen him play Brian Wilson in a movie about his life, and he was amazing. Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys,
Hmm.
and I was like, what a great actor. So, um, I'm really looking forward to it. I've loved Batman for so long. When The Dark Knight came out, I want to say around 16 years old, and my memory may be off, but I remember going to see that movie 4 times in the theater with different
Oh,
people every time.
The Heath Ledger one.
The Heath Ledger one. I was 14 when I was introduced to Heath Ledger, and I fell in love with him. And I was very heartbroken when I found out that he died.
Yeah.
Because I just loved Heath so much. And
Mm.
I was like, we had him for just a short amount of time, and I feel like it would have. He was just such a good actor, and if he had stayed alive, he would have had so much more success. But yeah, I'm excited for this new Batman era. I don't know about you, but I wasn't a big fan of the Ben Affleck
Yeah.
portrayal. So
To, he has a lot of Ben Affleck has a lot of fans, but I always said this. I'm like, he didn't really get a chance to be Batman. Like he was just like a side character on a bigger movie. And if you look at Batman versus Superman, he was barely in it, right, Andy?
correct.
So it's like, how could you say he's better than Bale? Bale had 3 entire movies to himself, and Affleck looked like he never even wanted to be there, right?
I felt the same way. I felt like we didn't really get to experience the Batman of it all. It
No.
was it was just weird to me.
Yeah, I wonder if the script for the Batman is going to be the same one Ben Affleck wanted to do.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
It's not. He
So
did.
you need
Matt Reeves changed it up a bit, but
a
I
bit
think
as in.
I think Ben Affleck's would have been better from what I've gathered. But I'm down to give Robert Pattinson a shot. I'm into it. I didn't hate Ben Affleck, but
No, he looked cool.
I liked an experienced Batman, like an older experienced Batman was kind of fun.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
The problem. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I mean, Janine, let me know what you think about this. The problem with Ben Affleck's Batman is that his main villain is awful. His
Correct.
Joker is awful, and you're only as good as your villain, right? So
Did
it's
you
like,
talk about Have you talked about David Ayer defending Jared Leto yet today?
Yeah, he posted he posted a picture of Jared Leto and saying there's so much more of him, but the pictures he posted looks awful. They look
Yeah, no,
terrible.
he was like nobody knows it, but Jared killed it and nobody knows it. And I couldn't help it. I was like,
I was there defending you.
I was like, yeah, I think we all know it. I think everyone knows Jared Leto killed it, dude. No re-edit. There's no re-edit in the world that could make that work. It wasn't about an edit. It was about an acting choice. He really was doing this like weird psychotic Jim Carrey impression that just didn't fit.
Yeah,
did
it
it.
was awful, man. It was awful. I'm gonna let me see if I can put up the picture. I don't know. I'm gonna try this for the first time, but it was awful. So he's saying that this thing right here. Let me see if I can get it up here. Let me see if it works. Oh no, it didn't work. Damn it. All right. Could I even get out of here? Did I just screw this up? All right. Should
I
be
saw
back.
it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
It was awful, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, guys. I think I ruined the stream a little bit. Stream cannot see us. They could hear us, but they can't see us. I ruined the stream. Amazing. But yeah, you guys could hear us. Stay put for a bit. What do you think of that picture, though, Jeanine?
I mean, I'm just not a fan.
No, it was terrible.
I love the Joker. And I understand like he was trying to do something different, but I just don't care for it. I don't.
All right, friends, give us 1 second. I gotta reboot this real quick, but we'll still be live, so make sure to chat away. I gotta.
Grew up watching Batman Forever and the Keaton era. You know, I didn't grow up in that. I just I was always attached to Christian Bale, so I guess that's one reason why I have such a lot of affection for that portrayal of Batman.
It's because okay, so I think we're back, everyone. So what's up? Let me know if we're back. Hear me. See me. All right. Could you guys see us? It should be fine. Jeanine was saying that Christian Bale is her Batman. I think, but the best villains. He had the best villains. He has Ra's al Ghul and Joker. And guess what? I think Bane is pretty damn good too. Even though people try to mess with him, I love Bane. He's crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was so terrified watching that movie the
Which
first
one?
time. The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
He terrified me. I mean, he scared me so much. I never have been scared so much of a comic book villain until The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. Andy,
He
you're
freaked
not a
me
fan
out.
of that movie, are you?
Dark Knight Rises? No, I don't. I mean, I don't. But it's not Bane's fault. Like, I don't blame Tom Hardy. I just don't think the movie.
When was the
Yeah, I
last
just
time
don't-
you saw it?
I watched it recently. I like Batman Begins is still my favorite.
Oh, it's amazing.
I really think that one's underrated, and not enough people appreciate it because we get so distracted by Heath Ledger and Dark Knight, which was fantastic. But I do think even Dark Knight has its problems.
Yeah.
The third act of Batman Begins, again, it's a little silly, but I love the rise of Batman and Batman Begins much better than the rise in Dark Knight Rises, just because I don't buy it. I never bought it. I'm like, wait, so what's her name? Rachel dies, and he literally just gives up being Batman for all that time. It becomes like a hobo.
It was a combination though.
Such a unbelievable turn for me. And then like they fast forward too much in the movie, and there's just a lot of like, to me that was like movie 7, and he just tried to rush through it and so quickly that I just, there was a lot of issues I had with it. Ultimately, I was like, and I remember really hitting it hard in the Honest Trailer because I was like, we did the math. Like, he was hardly Batman in that movie. He's like, if you time actually how much he's Batman, he's never Batman. And so as a Batman movie, I didn't think it was worth it. It didn't jive with me, but I understand why people dig it. I respect it. I think Bane's better. You're not wrong. The villains and Nolan's are the best Batman villains that anyone's put to celluloid, I think. So, for that reason, I don't hate it, but I don't love it like everybody else does.
I felt like though he quit for those 8 years after Dark Knight, right? The Dark Knight is because he got injured. He felt, he had internal injuries, so he had to stop for a while. I don't feel like he stopped just for Rachel, but although that's a pretty good reason to. For some reason, my stream keeps saying you have 50 people, you have 30 people. I don't know what's going on, but I want to just remind everyone of this. If the streams ever go down, wait patiently there, because usually they'll come back up, especially if we're walking around out and about with the phone. So you guys are doing the right thing. I usually warn everyone, like if the stream starts to buffer or whatever, stay there patient, don't just leave. Usually gets resolved in a couple of minutes. But yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm not following you. You're saying because he was injured, he didn't get injured until Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight, he got injured. He was all effed up. He got stabbed. He got he
got injured in Dark Knight Rises is when he really got injured.
Well, he threw himself off the balcony, the thing with when him and Two-Face got into it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. Even Alfred's like giving him shit, like get out there. It was him and his
Alfred told
depression.
him to quit. Alfred told him to quit. Alfred was
Man,
telling him.
what
to
does
start his
Jeanine
own
think?
life. Well, if you look at what's it called, Batman or Bruce Wayne, he was on a cane in the beginning of the Dark Knight, right?
Yeah.
Rises, right, Jeanine?
That's
Yeah,
true.
he was all
Yeah.
fucked up. So,
Yeah, I think he did have internal injuries.
yeah.
But I think also like just sometimes people get so overwhelmed by grief and sadness that also can affect your health.
Yeah.
So
That's one good thing about that Batman movie. It's like they do cover that. Remember he was in the hospital and the doctor was like, "We've seen these. Your body's like that of an 80-year-old man."
yes, I remember that
Remember?
scene. Yeah, I remember it now.
It's like
yeah.
he's all messed up, man.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
like broke so many bones and
Yeah.
or fractured or whatever. It was beat up.
Now I will agree. Maybe that they didn't deliver it that well enough for the viewer to notice. That's why people are saying he just quit, and because I have heard that before, a lot. Did he just quit? But I don't feel like he did.
I think I know I might be in the minority with this opinion, but because I've always been such a big fan of Anne Hathaway, I really enjoyed her in this
I
movie.
do like Anne Hathaway. I do.
I think she did a great job playing that role.
Yeah.
And
I was
like,
watching it the other day on HBO Max. Anne
Yeah.
Hathaway was good.
Welcome.
she was.
New member.
Woo!
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're good. See, you're already taking over. Jeanine thinks this is her channel. Darn it.
No.
The new perks, so being Lori. I think I got that right. Thanks for becoming
Welcome. New member.
new member. ¿Qué pasó? All right. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Andy Signor. Were you still there? No,
Oh, can you hear me now? Sorry, I think my kid. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
We hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I
Can you hear me now?
they went. I think my family just got in their car and the Bluetooth stepped on, so you were hearing them instead of me.
Oh,
okay,
man,
I
I love
gotcha.
that Diego kid, man. He looks so much like you. It's so awesome.
He does.
Yeah.
That's you probably heard him screaming or something. I didn't hear it. But
Very
Yeah.
cute kids, Andy.
Yeah,
very
very
cute
cute.
kid.
thank
All
you so
kids-
much.
All kids are
Andy,
beautiful.
can you speak Spanish?
I took 4 years of it, and I know like that un poquito.
It's po.
It's like
Quito.
or whatever.
Quito.
So I can like when she's speaking Spanish, I can understand like a little bit, but I'm such a creative brain. Like I literally had to go to summer school every year just to pass, just to get like a D to pass, and it was a struggle for me. So now it's like my karma of of fighting back in Spanish class all those years in school. Now I'm with a Spanish. I'm like, I should have, but I tried, but I'm not. So I can't. I mean, I know a little bits here and there in words, but the verbiage stuff like that, I couldn't. My brain couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I get
good.
it.
Math and language are not good, and spelling. The what is that called? The analytical stuff. I was never good at that. Any of that.
I think it's funny the story that your partner gave us is when you first went on a date in order to impress her, and you said this on the air, so it's you had she's Puerto Rican, and you had Mexican mariachi music on. I love that
That's
story,
so
bro.
That is
I
so
love that
unfair.
story.
That is not what happened, but yes, no, it was a playlist of multiple songs for the record.
No,
It was a playlist of multiple, and I Googled like Spanish like love songs, and so I Googled it and the words, and I was like looking and translate. I was doing the work, Lewis, because I
That's
wanted to
good.
impress.
you went a little bit
So
too technical.
I Googled the word. I Googled like and I found like a Spanish language song, and then I didn't realize. Oh yeah, that's like a Mexican mariachi. So she was like, "Gee, thanks. I'm not from Mexico." And I was like, but no, it's cute. It's a fun story.
But let me ask you: on your first date, you were putting those romantic tracks in there?
Well, we had talked online before.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
It was like our.
Date.
This was like the first like.
His first date. He's like, "Ven, mi amor, te quiero mucho."
Bésame,
Yeah.
bésame mucho.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't that bad, but it was definitely like romantic. You know what I mean? Like I was looking up like like I was trying to like set a mood. Of course, dude.
First date, you walk in, you sit in, bésame, bésame. Hey.
Well, no, it was the car. It was like it was on my Spotify list.
Mi nombre es Andy Signo.
Latinx.
Mucho gusto.
Latinx. I don't have my buttons, so I'll just say it out loud. Latinx.
Dude, no one's using that word. People are so pissed at that word now. Like people don't.
Oh, I saw the word actually.
They use it, but it's getting killed. Yeah.
I saw the word on Encanto, the new Disney movie came out, and I saw some critics who saw it were like, "Oh, what a beautiful Latinx cast!" And
oh no,
Afro Latinx is what it is now.
So double slap.
Mm-hmm.
What? Who, the critics said that?
I mean, someone on Twitter, some Twitter person.
Yeah. So Encanto, they've actually screened that. That's interesting.
Yeah, why weren't you invited to that, Lewis?
I don't care. Disney doesn't like me.
I'm shocked they didn't invite you. That's even meaner. Hello.
That's fine.
You'd think they'd have every Latin person in the world at that premiere, and they didn't even invite you? That's cool.
Yeah, well, I don't have a blue check mark. I don't know. On Twitter, I'm not legit.
Well, at least they told you. Most people don't even get a reply, dude.
Oh,
That's
I didn't
true.
even ask for. I don't ask for Disney stuff anymore. I'm good. They don't think.
No, I'm talking check marks.
See what?
I'm talking about the check mark.
What do you mean? You don't get a reply from Twitter?
No, didn't you? You tried to get the check mark and they denied you or whatever, right? Is what happened? Well, you got a reply.
Yeah.
You got a reply. I know so many people who've got everyone I know has got denied, but they don't even get a reply. So you should at least feel like
Yeah, maybe it's just crazy seeing people that started a website 2 weeks ago getting the blue check mark.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I feel the same way about Rotten Tomatoes. Like
Yeah.
I've been on I've applied now 3 times. I'm on the third. I'm waiting to see if this third one will get through before I make a complaint again. But the fact that John Roca's on there and I'm not pisses me off. Like, what the hell? Who?
Let's do this. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of be in. I'll break this to you guys, Jeanine and Andy, that you guys are here and everyone watching. I've been giving a lot of thought that we need to make a Rotten Tomatoes kind of website. But you're just in a snappy name, and I know how to program websites, and we could do it. And one of the criterias will be that we actually have to have critics that have common sense. And right there, when we have that, we'll be right on top of them. If we force that, we'll have one on top of them. So
the key to winning that is to not have it be yes or no. The key to winning that, the reason their biggest fault, aside from the critic debate, their biggest fault is they don't have a middle. Like most movies fall in the middle.
We can have a middle.
Right, but if they to me, it's like figuring out a different version of it that's like red, green, or yellow is what it is. And then what's nice is like the thing that would be nice is like if you don't need the critics to even be on your site. Like someone can do the work and just figure out the best critics, hear their review, and immediately, and eventually they can submit it if they want. But yeah, you're right. There's no reason we couldn't just take the best critics online and be like, here's the actual average.
There's a lot of really good critics like Jody and yourself. And Jeanine, I'm sure, is a good critic. I want to check out her stuff. That should be have some stuff merit.
Welcome, new member.
We have a new member, Conrad Flett. Is that? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but hey, Nerd Trooper in the house.
Welcome. New member.
Woohoo!
Carly Skaggs, thank you very much, new member. Woohoo! Andy, I'm so gonna hit this thing full time with with his channel, trying to get the best quality possible. Also, guys and gals, don't forget we are also nerdreport.com. Nerdreport.com. I'm going to start to put the videos there. We have news. Nerdreport.com. We're on Twitch. We're on Instagram. Let me know what other social media you guys use, so we could start to maybe establish some sort of presence there. An alternative to Twitter, an alternative to Facebook or Instagram would be great. We are also on TikTok, so there you go with that. And so, and Jeanine, I'm interested in finding out about Reddit. Maybe we could have some sort of, Nerd Report and Popcorn Planet.
Oh, Jeanine knows Reddit. I love
She
that.
knows
Yeah,
Reddit.
Mark.
Yeah. Do you know Reddit,
Yeah,
Jeanine?
I've seen the horrors of Reddit, but there's some good stuff on there too. Yeah.
Well, the key is, again, don't take it serious. It's the internet and stuff like that, so don't.
Super chat.
Anyone could go on there and say anything. That's the thing. All right, let me see you. We got a super chat. Let's see Janine's
Woohoo.
reaction. Go, Jeanine. React. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry. I thought you were wanting me to do
No.
something. I'm
I
sorry.
love your reactions. Hey, Lewis. Conran is my husband, and you said his first name on point better than I did when I first saw it. Conran. Oh, yeah. You know, it's weird because if I'm reading an article, I'm stumbling like almost it's bad. But I could pronounce stuff very well. Like sometimes, for example, sometimes I'm helping Andy pronounce stuff, and Andy's reading is amazing. It's just really, really good. But I don't know. I guess maybe I'm slow in reading the thing, or just I don't know what the hell. It's just some weird power I have. Right, Jeanine? Jeanine, any other topic?
Okay, so I have a question for everyone.
Question from Jeanine?
Yeah,
Let's
this is a Marvel question, and spoiler alert if you haven't seen Endgame, I'm gonna be referencing something big that happened. Well, not in Endgame, in Infinity War. I really like that we had this whole memorial scene for Iron Man. I think it was pretty cool, but I still don't understand why we couldn't have had a more honoring scene for Natasha, Black Widow. I just think her sacrifice was so huge, and I feel like we didn't honor her enough. And then the movie came out, which I feel like was a little late, but I really liked the movie. But how do you feel about how they treated her death? Do you feel like just because she was a secret agent or whatever, they couldn't have this memorial? But I mean, it was just all the Avengers. They already know who she is.
You guys actually hear the story about that?
No. I'm curious to see hear what it is.
Also, how's this beanie? Do you like this
Oh,
beanie?
you look like you're ready to rob a bank. You look great.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, or you're gonna go lumberjacking somewhere.
What was I gonna say? There's a Marvel book that came out, and apparently Kevin Feige is now it's been admitted because it was the Russo brothers who revealed. I want to get this Marvel book actually. A lot of interesting insights in there, like what could have been, but apparently Kevin Feige wanted to kill every original member in Endgame. So knowing that, it does sort of change. I'm like, oh, okay. So their goal was to kill them all. And then the Russos said, we can't kill them all. We don't have enough time to give them all proper deaths. So it sounds to me like they figured out a way to kill, Iron Man and Thor, and then just sort of ran out of time and had to figure out how to have Natasha do it. And their justification was, well, we'll give her a movie. But I agree wholeheartedly. It was not a very... There needed to be a moment because they had to give Iron Man the whole big moment. It was shocking. It was shocking they didn't just thank both Natasha and Tony in that end speech because they knew each other too. It would have been such an easy way to have both of their photos up at that funeral scene, and it would have been epic and it would have been much more effective and still worked. It was very weird. It was very weird.
I feel like they just let her down. They just let that character down. So it's, I don't know. I
Well,
expected more.
but they're so woke now. Come on, they don't. Come on, that they're making it. It does really feel like between Eternals, everything they're doing, they're like just trying to course correct and like make it better. But I don't know. Eternals was not as good as everyone. That was. I'm curious, Lewis. You've seen it. I know you liked it. I guess more. I didn't hate it, but it was. Did you find it at least slightly encouraging to see that the audience, even the critics, aren't just going gaga over it? You know what I mean? Like the initial run did, but it's kind. I'm kind of impressed that the rest of Hollywood is finally like, yeah, it's okay, because I didn't think they'd have the guts to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's surprising that they did give it a negative review. Finally, it's not the worst. It's uh, other MCU films should have had rotten already.
Agreed.
Yeah, but this isn't not the worst one. I'm not encouraged because I'm not a fan of the MCU's formula. I'm bored with it, and I think this one deviated from the formula. And now with the negative reviews, we're gonna get more of the formula because the studio's like, "Yo, we tried something different, doesn't work. People don't like it." So back to like, one-liners throughout the movie and no real villains and yeah. Are you gonna watch this one, Janine, or?
I'm not sure. I might just wait until it comes on streaming service. I'm not as excited about it, but I might watch it.
I haven't watched Shang-Chi or what's it called, Black Widow, and the
I
problem with that is because I was watching Loki and I got kind of like disgusted, like so how bad it was. I was just so bored with it, like a nothing burger for me. I mean, if you like that, that's cool. That I go, you know what? I'm taking a break.
Yeah, I get that. Like I really enjoyed the Disney Plus shows. I mean, I was a huge fan of WandaVision. I mean, that show was incredible in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
you know what? We used to have watch-along parties here, which I'm gonna bring back.
yeah,
And for WandaVision, we had at one point it was like 15,000 people when it was all said and done.
everyone loved that show. I mean, everyone
It
loved that show.
the crew over here got a mixed reaction, but that's fine. You know
Really?
what? If you love the show, you love the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
But
I
there's more nerdy, obsessive, compulsive people. Sometimes they're gonna be like, "Yo, this whatever." They're
Yeah.
gonna look at it differently. Whatever.
that I haven't watched Shang-Chi either, but I do want to watch it too. But I just always felt kind of hurt of why her movie came out so late and they didn't give her a better memorial, and now like apparently we're going to follow up with her adopted sister avenging her death or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
almost like they got rid of the actress. Let's replace her.
so
Right?
it's like that's gonna be interesting, you know.
Well, it's on Disney Plus, right? Black Widow.
Yes.
Yeah, the movie is, yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and watch it.
But but yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was yeah, I thought it was a little darker than most Marvel movies are.
Yeah.
But I think for the content, it was, it was reasonable for it to go there. Um, I I for one, this is gonna be a little personal, but I am very passionate about human trafficking, and I think that that movie just it gave a message. Human trafficking is bad, and it
Of
does
course.
exist. Um, child slavery exists, child labor exists, child soldiers exist, and people need to pay more attention on that epidemic. And the fact that I still think that Britney Spears was pretty much in human trafficking herself.
Hmm.
She was a slave, she was working but didn't have a life on her own, of her own.
And you know what's crazy is like,
Yeah, I think. Well, I was gonna say I think her parents took the song too literally.
Yeah.
Jeanine gets the joke.
Yeah, I got it.
Lewis
song?
doesn't. Lewis
Well,
doesn't get it.
I never liked that song because I was
What
Yeah, it was a
song
weird
was it?
song.
huh?
She,
What-
she had a song called "I'm a Slave for You."
oh,
I mean, people might like it, but I never liked
There was actually
saying
a
I'm a slave.
since we're here among friends, Nerd Report crew, and stuff. I could say this: there was actually a group of people discouraging Popcorn Planet, trying to from covering this. It's like, well, you know what? If we don't cover it, or if Popcorn Planet doesn't cover it, it doesn't bring attention to this, right? So they were like, it was so weird. It's like pro. I hate to say it, they sounded like pro human trafficking people. Don't bring attention to this.
Yeah, well,
Like,
they were just but it was even worse. It was like, we don't care enough. Stop talking about Britney's. It's like your TMZ, where it's like, oh, fuck, I'm calling out TMZ reporting because everyone's listening to TMZ. Like, no one was watching.
yeah,
What? Leave her alone. You don't even know the truth. How come you keep bashing? It's a family issue. There's clearly problems with like all the amount of anti. I saw it, and there was a few. I don't know what he just give it any attention, Lewis.
yeah.
But the critics that were doing it and still to this day making fun of it, it's like they don't even get it. They just don't even get it.
No.
And it's so sad because it's like, if we weren't covering it, she wouldn't have gotten out. And it was something legit. And yeah, sure, of course. I love making content that people actually watch. Like, there's this definitely, it's a nice fulfilled, it's a nice feeling to know that, people actually are watching your content. So yeah, when you can talk about something you care about and then people are watching, it's a win-win. So of course you pivot and do that stuff. I love movies too, but the movie space is so inundated. There's so much stuff. It's so hard. And I've said it, we've talked about it, Lewis, but it's like, it's weird because I get it a lot to this day. Oh, Andy, you inspired me, thanks to Screen Junkies, to make my own thing. And then I see a lot of other people who've made channels that are actually doing pretty well now on their own. And I'm just sort of like realizing, wow, I pioneered the space in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I have to rebuild it with all my competition who's now already ahead of me. And they all are now critiquing me and criticizing me and telling me it's like, why would I want to be in this space? I don't, it's like,
Yeah,
so to be able to pivot and find something I care about and then find an audience and then be grateful enough to find, all right, cool. Because I really think the Gabby coverage took off because people knew my passion and the way I cared about Britney and what I did there, that it was like, oh, yeah, of course this connects and great. So, and now it's like, all right, well, now my audience is that. I'm discovering they want that kind of content all the time. And that's fine. I'm just learning with the audience, like, oh, how do we all find stuff that I'm invested in, that they are, that, we can move forward. And I think, the people who've got our amazing community, people like Jeanine, everybody, they all know that the transparency's there. We're all enjoying the sort of, the honesty and the coverage. And so it's so exciting. But yeah, so anyway, just full circle. If I had just listened to those idiots who just were criticizing me, and it's like, it's the best feedback I get. Don't listen to the haters and the critics. It's not criticism. It's like, I don't want, well, then don't watch. Yeah. Instead of telling me to be so negative. Like, I'm so grateful for people. There's so many supporters still, like Drew Skizzy, Marcus, a lot of them who have watched all our movie coverage. And I can't see the chat. I don't know if we're here, but so many of those people who watch, and they're in my DMs congratulating me, like, oh my God, Andy, finally, I'm so glad you're back on. And there's other big people, Lewis, who reach out and they're like when I hear your story, Andy, I get so sad, like the thought of like, oh my God, you've had to rebuild your success like so many times. Like, I'm just inspired and bravo. And thank you for noticing. Like, cause it's a hard thing to do. And so the people who want to knock you down or criticize, they're not worth the energy, but they end up taking some energy. It's a frustrating place to be in, but my God, the jealousy, the insecurities, all of my biggest haters just refuse to accept the fact that they're obsessed. They're obsessed. They really don't even get it. Like, when the topic comes up, we'll talk about it. But other than that, I don't think about it. But they'll still make videos, or still just do impressions or do stupid shit because they can't get over it. And I would never, if they just stopped talking, we'd both move on. For address it again, but they can't move on.
We had to kick out a few people out of here. There's two out there for us, and
Anyway, but yeah, thank you for that, and yeah, thank you, Jeanine, for watching everything and everything else and all this. And the community here is watching. It's awesome, and all these members signing up for Nerd Report. Hell yeah!
We have another super chat by Pamela Burns. What's up, girl? Thanks for
Pamela Bruns, Lewis.
Bruns. Sorry. Didn't she say I pronounced her husband's name correctly? And now I can't pronounce hers.
It is Bruns, right? Have I been saying it wrong?
Bruns. Yeah, it sounds like you're right, Bruns. Almost forgot to tell you guys I received my Gabby Petito bracelets from the foundation today. Yes, and you that's awesome. Hey, tag us on Twitter with it on. I do want to get myself the bracelets as well. Thanks for the reminder there. And behind the scenes, we're planning the ultimate fundraiser for her. So let's go to, I don't know, Andy.
Yeah, it may be a little later because I'm realizing I had a lot of people who were like, Andy, the holidays, I can't afford it right now.
Oh yeah.
No, well, why don't we do
And I was thinking the timing might be a little rough. December's a tough time
that
to
time of
raise
year.
funds.
No, when's her birthday? When's Gabby's birthday?
Although December could be a good time for big rich places to drop their final donations for the fiscal year. So it's a mixture, but yeah, we may just wait till early next year. But I'm waiting for more information for them, so we'll see.
I'm down to do a 24 hours one and just sit here on my chair all night.
Oh no, you gotta get a standing desk for that, my man.
Well, whatever it takes, man.
Up, down.
Maybe we could do like split the 24 hours between you, Steph, and I, and go 24. That'd be amazing. I like that idea. Something like that.
That's an idea.
Yeah, just go 24.
It's an idea.
Let's go.
Andy's not too excited about
like,
it.
It's an idea.
He's all, my culo's gonna hurt. That means your butt's gonna hurt. There we go with that. What else do you have, Jeanine? Any other topics you wanna?
Well, I was just gonna say, just to piggyback on people getting mad at Andy. I was like, it's. I'm sorry that the topic of human trafficking, inconveniences you.
Yeah.
It disturbs your day. You rather just go on and talk about movies, which is great, but there's a lot of people who are dealing with this, and I'm so it's just so stupid. Like, have some sensitivity. Like, she wouldn't have gotten this far if people like Andy didn't speak up about it, and her fans.
So many more people than me, but yeah, people like me, sure.
Yeah, like Sloan and everyone else who had a channel, and her fans, like, keeping up with her all the time. I mean, she wouldn't have gotten this far.
Super chat.
Woo!
I love that. Pamela Bruns, I got it right. International Butterfly release with Andy, Lewis, and Steph. What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, well, I had all that money come in, and I didn't want to. We had like $500 or something. I think, it was I think less once while the fees were taken out. But I donated $500 anyway to the fundraiser, just because I thought it was cleaner and easier to be like, all right, look, the funds went somewhere good, because I didn't want a bunch of butterflies, and I was like, this is too weird with Brian dead. It's just the timing wasn't right. So we will. I didn't want to deal with a credit and figure it out later. That's what happened. But moving on, yeah, as we get closer, that could definitely be maybe a finale on the show that we figure out a way to do. Maybe not. Maybe we don't need as many as we're going to get, but sure, could be a way for each of us to at least get a box to unleash digitally, or we could actually, to anybody who wants to, could call in and do it. It would be fun, because then you can, if it's next year, we'll have to figure out the timing. But yeah, we could almost Zoom a bunch of us across the world, Jake in Scotland, maybe each of us, we get 10 people to each get a box of, whatever, a dozen, and we can unleash them all over. Would be maybe another way to do it remotely. So yeah, well, that's a good idea. We can figure something out.
Oh, do you guys hear that?
No.
You guys hear that? My mom's stomping on the floor. I'm in the basement. She's saying dinner's ready. I'll be right up, Ma.
Oh, it's funny. The one I'm actually in, I'm the closest one to a basement. I'm in the garage. So yeah. Like a garage band.
I'm gonna start to wrap things up, but before we wrap things up, could you guys get in your votes for Jeanine? Was she an amazing host?
10.
You guys could vote right now, okay? I give her a 20 out of 10.
Honestly, I think she's earned the right to be invited back, Lewis.
She is gonna be back. She's gonna be forced to be back.
Thank you. No,
I'm gonna give you the last word, Jeanine. So be ready for that, and then we're gonna check out the poll. But Andy
Okay.
Signor, what do you got? What do you got up, man? We got some
Oh,
people in here.
nothing. No, I'm so happy. Last chance to support Nerd Report. Send them all the dough and all this subscriptions and support my man who's always hustling and is a real life friend who's there for you, loyal dude, and does the right thing.
Thanks, man.
Make sure you have a Lewis in your life, people.
Or Jeanine as a co-host as well.
Oh, thanks.
As for me, I want to thank Jeanine and Andy Signor and Stefania and, of course, Jody, who we need to get in here, and everyone watching and all the new members coming on in. And I'm going to give Jeanine the last word before she nerds out everybody. She says, all right, thanks for watching Nerd Report at the end. But we're going to end the poll right now with, let's see what we got. We have ended the poll. 96% of the people say, yes, you are awesome, Jeanine. With that,
Who the hell is the 4%? My God, those trolls.
No, check this out. The question is Jeanine an amazing host? Choice number 1, yes. Choice number 2, yes. So there you go.
Oh, okay, good.
Andy was ready to like, what?
He's ready to freaking go 3D and shit like that. All right, well, we're gonna. All right, before we go, there you go, Jeanine. Last word.
Muchas gracias por invitarme, Luis. Thank you so much for inviting me. I had so much fun. I could literally probably be on here for hours because it's so much fun. But thanks, Andy, for coming on and supporting, and all of our friends and the community for coming on and supporting. I wish this channel the best, and yeah, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Thank you. And with
Woo,
the
Jeanine! Good
stream's gonna go off.
job.
Jeanine, stay on for a little bit, and we'll talk in Zoom in a little bit, and stuff. And thanks, everyone. Nerd out.
Adios.